Are we on? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Microphone check. Lights. Cameras. Hit me. This is swanky. This is lifestyle. This is culture. Welcome to the social center of everything culture. Culture Daily.
Well, that's that great music. Aboboya. I wonder who brought that terminology. Aboboya. I like to break it down to find the meaning to it. 23 minutes past 9 this morning here on The Big Conversation. Again, good morning going out to you. Well, if you just joined us, it's more like the part 2 of the show. We brought you great, exciting content right from 7 a.m. when we signed in. If you want to repeat of this show, tonight at 10 p.m., you would find it on screen as well as on socials. We are also live on Plus 89.9 FM this morning. If you're listening to us, great news coming because, well, the heat is intense inside the Big Brother Season 9, the House BBN Niger. Season 9 is on. If you want to catch exciting reality show of what's really happened, the drama, the twists, the turns, the ups, down, the browning, you name it, it's all in there. It's on DSTV 198, Go TV, it's on 149, available on both platforms. And to get reconnected, just dial *759# to stay connected as well. In Biggie's house, the fortunes can shift from in just a blink of an eye, from happiness to sadness to fights to misunderstandings, you name it. Very exciting on Big Brother. Also, a quick reminder about the Live Resto Lounge. Locate them on the Labaoleshi Road. Your ideal hangout, you enjoy the best meals there, the groundnut soup, the fufu, light soup, the tilapia chicken, Charlie, the variety is just wild like that. Call 020-133-7766 to order now and to experience Live Resto Lounge and to get food delivered to you. 020-133-7766. And like they say, Akosumbo Dam can be big or might be big, but Betway's cash out is bigger. If you know how big the Akosumbo Dam is, and they're saying Betway's cash out is bigger, and they're giving you more control over every thrilling bet you place. How? Because you get the enhanced early, partial, or auto cash out feature, where you can cash out your bets early during the ongoing games, or you can set it out to cash out automatically for you. All this, like I said, giving you way more control. You can find it exclusively on betway.com.gh. Terms and conditions apply. It's regulated by the Gaming Commission of Ghana. No under 18. Betway gets way more. I'll tell you also about Lancaster Uni in just a bit, but let's move on now. Still, since we are in award season, let's heat up the conversations with some of the categories that we wanted to touch on as well. This morning we'll see if we can do about 3 of them real quick before we hit top the hour 10 a.m. But before that, what does this whole connecting through music even mean for some of our nominees? The man Kitty explains. Check it out.
Me share my boss, so don't be me for you. I know one here say tomorrow, somebody else come take you for you. They do me loma. It's no be no more. Me no want to do more. Please don't give me trouble. All in charge of creating or curating our own unique communities. And as an artist, music is how I create my community. Music is my outlet for my emotions, my feelings, my thought, my values, and at every point in time, what I feel is how I express through my music. So I put these sonic vibrations out there in the world. It creates a web, and anybody who hears them, who relates to my story, relates to my vibe, relates to my feelings and emotions and thoughts, connects with me through my music. And that is how connecting through music is so important, because it helps us, every single one of us, to create, and be part of the community.
Body, you do me lomo, lomo. Lovely song, lovely jam, I must
You're actually
say.
updated. That's good.
Well, yeah, but I'll really love it. I'll really love it sometime back in maybe
the
like
song
just
came
give
to
me.
Jay. The song came.
No, give me
to-
We
about.
had an interview with Kiddy.
Yes.
Give me
So
about
he's in on
3
it.
months. No. I've heard the song. It's a new song. We've heard it. We like it, but it will take some time for it to really seep into the dodom.
So which means
For
he's
us
still
to
not there yet.
No, because I'm still
But at least
jamming.
he knows a song when it's out.
But you Bob Marley said
So
we sound
that's
like I'm
good.
like last 2 years.
Huh?
Bob Marley 1970, 18. We sound like our last 2 years. Relax.
Okay.
Anyway, let's start with Performer of the Year. So that is how Kiddy explains what connecting through music means to him. I think, interestingly, I haven't asked my friends here what connecting through music means to them. Olele, let me start with you. Before I jump into Performer of the Year, the category, and I'll mention the nominees to you. But for you, I mean, as silly as it may seem, what does it mean to connect through music? For you.
The conversations we have on the internet.
Okay.
You know, when there's a hit song and the
uh-huh.
virality that comes with the challenges. And not too long ago, we were talking about how, a Roman father had to apologize for singing Aseda.
That matter, yeah, I don't get it.
It gets for pop culture. That's what really drives the conversation. Because then it opens a conversation of what then is gospel music. Is gospel music different from inspirational music? And where are you supposed?
And what's the purpose?
What's the purpose? Who's allowed to sing a gospel song? Or even when it comes to nominations. When it comes to nominations, who is qualified to be a gospel artist? Because when Familia sang praise, it was doing the work of what gospel music would often do. It's inspirational. It gets you in your feels. It gets you in the spirituals, right? But he wasn't nominated as Gospel Artist of the Year.
Charlie.
Why? It's because all the while he said that he's not a gospel artist. And
you
understand? So this is how we connect with each other through the music. Through the
you
music.
Give me the real meaning of DTS.
Yeah.
That technical school. Is there? You will explain. But you finish with the connection.
This is an intervention.
Finish with it.
Go explain.
It makes a lot of sense what you're saying.
Yeah, so this is how. But even if you take it back to the good old days, how our grandfathers and our grandmothers of the high life days would sit at the bar, would sit by the sea, would sit even under the Shauna. They would sit under the tree playing droughts and everything, and they'd be singing songs. And out of the songs, they retell their stories. It may be about a woman, it may be about an investment they made, it may be about something interesting they saw, and that's how they connected through music. You go for an event, you don't know anybody there. I mean, shout outs to the guy or the male species. You just call anybody Charlie and that's your friend, right? You can just see any random guy on the street somewhere, go for an event. You went there alone, right? But just go like, hey Charlie, what's up? And then immediately you made friends, right? I don't know about ladies, I don't know about girls, but for men, you could meet anybody, anywhere, anywhere, and say, Charlie, what's up? And then you connect through that. But even with that, you go for an event and the music is jamming, everybody is playing the music, everybody's singing to the music, and you are singing to each other, and that's how you connect through music.
With the little, let me just tell you, with the little you saw at the Olympics briefly, did you feel any music element in there?
Yes, I actually did. I did. That particular day was just designated and allocated for Ghanaian music, and it was yes. So each of the days, I think you had Salif Keita. You soon do.
Okay.
You soon do also had his day for I think it was you soon do in Senegal. I have to be sure. Senegal. Yes. So there was a day for Senegal. There was a day for Ghana. And so I happened to be there when they were celebrating Ghanaian music, and you see white folks dancing to Palutes Makuma and Shatawale's Freedom and King Promises Terminator. They don't know each other. I mean, between the white folks and the black folks, they don't know each other. But the music has got all of us connected, and we're singing along. Whether it is through the melody or through the lyrics, you are definitely going to see eye contact being established. And after that, if you want to go, have some dinner or something,
it's up to you. Let me hear from you as well. I mean, I'd like to hear how this statement works for you, connecting through music, and what it means to you.
Connecting through music is something that I feel like is essential for life. you might or might not agree with me, but music is that part of a person's life that allows you to either calm down or enjoy a moment or thrive in it. When people celebrate, they celebrate with music. When they mourn with music. A lot of occasions, need music in order to, I don't know if I can say solidify the moment, but music is that element that just completes a lot of things. Also, with regards to people being able to connect through music, there's a lot of songs that come out and people can relate to the song. And so, like Olile is saying, when they meet outside and they're singing, like, you can make a friend because both of you feel the music in a way probably other people don't relate to. It's happened to me a number of times actually, where I've spoken to a girl or a guy outside because we could connect through the music that's taking place. Sometimes too, it's just a feeling, that like music just creates this vibe that allows people to come together, at concerts and stuff like that.
So who has connected with you through music, and which song can a person use to connect to you? Because when you just find out, just in case somebody out there is interested in finding a way to connect to you and you want a particular song, is there any song that they should use to connect to you?
Yeah, quite recently, right? Someone just put me on some music and it's been like playing, this replay. And
which song is that?
No, I don't want to share yet. Yeah, so
that's right now. That's a new way they run the girls.
Yeah, use a song. Yeah.
Through music.
The Gen Z space.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
it's not recently. You never call girl with landline.
Westlife. Everyone
to next to her.
No.
Well, make love to you now.
Not popular music. I get what
I'm talking about is not what you're thinking.
Bozu.
The
discovery of it.
There is a cult.
Yes.
There is a cult of... No, there is a cult of, indigenous music lovers, right?
Yes.
Or for example, let me use books, right? There are some people who love books and they find attraction in people who put on or who put them on
bibliophiles.
You understand? And there is that cult of music lovers, especially in the alternative space. Like she's saying, when you put somebody on some records or some music that they are not accustomed to and they become to love it, they can just start for okay, let's go on a date.
I've done that with James, Jackie, Amare, and there was one time we had an Amare party. We had an Amare party. We're watching her music videos and like we had
they're talking about it.
We're talking about it.
Bro.
Oh,
you see, I told you it's not what you're talking about.
Now, we'll talk about performance shortly.
Surprisingly, it's a year now. I got the notification from Snapchat no longer.
What I'm going to say, very interesting. We're talking about performer of the year shortly, but let me move to my older folk. As we discuss.
That is a proper connecting through music.
How they used to.
Lenny, what are you looking for? Lenny is looking for age.
Yes. He wants to connect to his older folks. And they wonder who is the older folks.
What does it mean to connect to music for you in our time?
In whose time?
Because the things are saying there.
Connecting.
Our time we never went for the Tupac party. We never. You can't lie, we did. No.
So you just go for a party, but it's not themed.
Not Tupac party, but like connecting through music. Like,
is it themed?
Listen.
No.
That's what I'm saying, that we already connected.
You
people already connected to music party. This one is different.
Let me to be very honest, right?
Yeah.
I fell in love with hip hop because of things like what AC described. Yes, it was not formalized that on Thursday we're having a hip hop party, blah blah blah.
But that's what he's saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The only difference is that there's intentionality to them making an event and getting chicken wings to it. But I've also experienced same when Cannabis dropped this album, or Bastarians would drop a CD, or somebody, or that guy in your neighborhood has the CD. We all go and he puts it in his father's pieces. Remember pieces? Say yes. He puts it in his father's pieces, and we all sit, listen to it, marvel at the lyrics, jump to the beat, whatever. If there's food, you eat. So there was a gathering around the music, and that really fostered our bonding. People who I started that kind of thing with in like class, whatever, that I'm still close to today. A typical example would be Beat Menace. Every album I've listened to, Beat Menace has listened to, and vice versa, because we have friends that we'd sit and just jam to songs. Hey, you hear what he talk? Rewind them. This blah blah blah, and it creates that bonding. We just didn't have Snapchat to remind us. That's it.
Okay,
But I don't think it's new. I think just again another case of social media putting shiny things on experiences and making it seem new. But I don't think it's new.
I've got a very weird one though, but Lenny, I'd love to hear from your.
Was
okay.
it through blue film?
Maybe.
You are so close to the answer actually, but
say unknown. He knows how he does it. So.
Still coming to perform of the year, though, but let's go.
Yeah. Connecting through music means that you have a shared love for whatever. What?
No, it's just beautiful to hear you say that.
Whatever artist
Yes.
that you and your group of friends or family love, that you can listen to,
Yes.
being expectant for that person's release, or even if it's a genre, being expectant for whoever does that genre of music to put out music, sharing the music with friends and family, even if it's not in person, just online, or sharing the DSPs, via the DSPs, and saying, oh, have you listened to this song? I think that is nice, you should listen to it. Or this song speaks to me. Or when I listen to this song, I feel like, oh, I'm in the mood for maybe sleep, or just in the mood to relax, or I listen to a particular song when I'm eating. People have that. Or I listen to a playlist when I'm eating. Yes, alone. It can be alone or with one person or with a group of people. It really doesn't matter. Or I like to listen to a playlist when I'm driving, So yeah, that's connecting through music for me. First to the music, to the artist, and then to the people that you have in your circle.
So for me, one of the first, what it does for me is to take me back to how I connected with my video games on the theme songs that some of the games had.
Yeah,
for me. So I could just remember certain games by their
sound.
Yeah. So you see, it was one. That was one means, Mario and all of them, Then the second one is how particular songs, you were talking a large scale, like where you have a lot of friends, like what you were saying was sit down. But me, connected with me, like one person, we have a certain song that we share. Oh yeah, you mentioned that. One song that we share. When you hear that song, it's that person that comes to mind, at all costs.
Sometimes it's bad, but
so for example, like Oh God, I help in ages past, connecting with me and my mom. I don't know what people are thinking though, but oh God, I help in ages past. I hope for years to come.
Showers of blessing for me. My mom's wedding.
Yes, you see.
Your mom's wedding.
Mine is all things bright and beautiful, all creatures great and small.
Yes.
My grandma.
Suddenly they fall going to church. But it's
You
okay.
took us there.
No, we didn't go to church. We were in the building.
We're in the building.
Bazilde.
So that's how for me it connects. It connects songs that connect with people in particular. And then lately I've just found out the newest one that I could listen to any song I want on my device. Any song I want in the world. So sometimes when I take my device and I'm going to listen to a song, I just remind myself that, oh, wait a second, through this device I can actually connect to almost any emotion I want to put myself in, either on my drive to work or wherever I find myself. But let's go to perform of the year. We'll discuss in 5 minutes each to see if we can just get opinions on this. This is a very interesting category where the category nominees us on the screen. A very difficult one though. Blacko with Zama Disco in 2023. He got the nomination. Nasi with the Kavod 2023. Ohima Mercy Tahila Experience. That's the name of this show. I don't know. It has some fire to it.
Yeah.
Like Tahila. Oh no, there's Tahila. This is Tahila Experience.
This Tahila, yeah.
Yes. It's easy for me, please. Sako, there's Rapaholic. Shutters Ghana Music Awards UK, which has been heavily spoken of, and then Stoneboy's Fifth Dimension concerts, a very strong contender in that as well.
International contender.
We'll discuss why it has that feeling. I'll tell you. But let's just quickly also in 5 minutes before we hit 45. Look at who in there stands. Even though yes, we know all of them are by nomination. They are all competitive, but I'm very sure in our own emotions, in our own hearts, there are some that we probably personally lean towards for us to pay a certain extra attention to, because that one caused havoc and kavod. If you guys know what I'm saying. it just rhymed. It just rhymed.
Go there.
Just gotta do it. Just rhyme. That's right. Yeah. But so Olele, for you real quickly as well, looking in there, which one in there it looks like one to keep a close eye on with the Blacko Nasi, Ohima Messi, Saka Dear Shatta, and then the Stone Boy. I can start you off whilst you think through real quickly. For me personally, I'll look at Stone Boy's as concert, because he had moved it from Nima and then from the Grand Arena to a combination at the stadium. Yeah. So it was a sort of, people were anticipating it, and then so there was already an excitement around the fact that, let's pull all our numbers to one place. Let's not have two concerts. Let's have one major concert. There was high expectation from all the artists that performed on that night, and I think all of them gave of their best. So it's amounted to having a lovely experience at the Beam concert. Then as well as drilling down to Stone Boys and how I think he outdoed himself on the stage on that day. I wasn't there, but what I watched, the entrance was good. So for me, I would have left it at Stone Boy. But let's hear from.
Just to correct, the concert was not moved from anywhere today. It was the culmination of the global tour. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a global tour and it was a homecoming. So the psychology was not to move it. It was to celebrate the peak of the global tour. In Ghana by bringing the global tour back home, rather than having the grand finale in Amman. It was about bringing.
But we are looking forward to a similar.
Ghana. So more or less, you can say that the international tour ended in Accra, Olele.
Yes.
If I may.
It was capped.
Thank you.
Yes.
In Ghana.
No, go on. You are good in this show. This John guy is good.
Take us to school.
But this John guy is good. I'm proud of you, bro.
Yes.
Yeah. John.
Yes. Bros.
Did you say John?
Yes.
Yeah, John. But it's John.
No, I said Jay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay, so I'll start off with the definition, right? It says the most outstanding performer on the basis of his or her or their exceptional stagecraft. So the TV is yours, underline exceptional stagecraft. Presence, stage and audience engagement, unmatched delivery, and or exceptional use of props to excite audience. I repeat, the most outstanding performer on the basis of his or her or their exceptional stagecraft, presence, stage and audience engagement, unmatched delivery, and or exceptional use of props to excite the audience. And by this, I would also agree with you that Stone Boys Beam concert
takes all the boxes.
It takes not all the boxes, for real. It doesn't really take all the boxes, because I didn't see the exceptional use of props. I didn't see that.
Okay, I'd like to challenge that. I think exceptional use of props was the show.
Yeah, it was the show.
And sometimes humans can be used as props. Yeah, you don't exactly need.
I think. Let me. If Marlene
can Olele finish his point?
He finished.
Are you done? He's not done. Let him finish, please.
No problem. You know something? Let me be a gentleman. Look at something.
Yeah. Let Olele finish.
He used props, but it wasn't exceptional. That's what I'm saying. Okay. The key word here is exceptional.
Exceptional
compared
use.
To what we saw at the TGMAs. That is exceptional to me, right? But with what he did at the Beam concert 2023, he used props all right. I mean, some boy for years uses props for his performance, but it wasn't exceptional.
Yeah.
To me, all right. I believe that everything came together to give it that big effect.
Yeah.
But to say it was exceptionally, I don't think so.
Okay. Because we have seen better.
Yes, I mean what he did at TGM is fantastic use of props, right? I could even argue that even with Sarkodie's Rapaholic performance, right? You saw how he brought in the cage and the, I don't know how to call them, whether they are midgets. You call them midgets? Am I allowed to say
Short people.
Short, just
Diminutive structure.
Don't say midgets, please.
Yeah, you know, I'll pass the mic.
Yeah.
Don't mind Olele, finish.
The only place the word midget is still acceptable
Cyril.
is on porn sites. So unless you are talking about something else, please use
say
diminutive
shorter
structure.
people.
Oh,
Particularly-
they are not challenged. That's how they are. It's a snake challenge. That's how the person. Yeah, you are saying challenge.
Just
as if they should
say
be swallowed.
shorter people,
Shorter
and
people.
usually shorter people.
Wow.
Hey,
You-
you go do me
US
letter to
USP.
Ghana
Just
Association of
So yeah,
It's better than midgets.
yeah, I mean, you look at
unusually USP.
what USP, yeah. You look at how
Asp.
you look at how he used, because you say human beings could be used as props, right?
Yes.
Olele.
Look at how
Cut a long story short.
Let him finish.
when you talk about exceptional use of props to
Yeah.
excite audience, right? That display where Sarkodie brought the cage and
The
these
people.
USPs
People.
to represent angels and demons.
Yeah.
If you ask me,
Who
that
was the demon?
Please, I beg.
You are
Go look at the
describing
video.
you are describing
That for me
yourself.
is fantastic display of theater and music, and that's where I would say those props there were exceptionally used compared to the Beam concerts coming from the underground. For me, it's
Okay.
not
Okay.
enough.
Okay. All right.
Because Shatawale also came from the sky
Yes.
at the
well,
UK
okay.
GMAs.
I
Was
get
that
you.
exceptional? I'll leave that to the viewers.
I get you. Is
sounds
there anything
as
before we move on
what
to the next?
exceptional will
I can't
mean
do
to
a
Olele.
roundhouse, unfortunately, because I want
Yes,
to
fine.
Yeah, so
But Olele,
except-
what will exceptional mean to you?
Mind
Because
blowing.
No, I want to detail what he
Black
said.
cherries.
No problem.
use of-
You
the
see-
water thing
water-
is
yes,
mind
Okay, all right,
No,
cool,
no, no.
problem. Hold
Please.
on. Please, one
There-
person. Yes, Cyril.
There are subtle ways of being exceptional. Not everything exceptional has to be loud and in your face.
Okay.
Stone Boy's fashion sense on the night, right, was exceptional in that it was color coordinated to a Michael Jackson theme. That was an ode to MJ. If you notice as well, the lighting was coordinated to his style.
That's right.
You understand? When he came out red, the whole theme, everything went red. When he changed it, it changed along. All that. Those are subtle cues. And if you're able to use your LED panels as a prop, that's exceptional. Because most people can't even get them to stay on. Oh, it's a good show. It's an honest show. Or we lie here. Do we lie here?
We don't.
Continue.
So why the it's like you are not used to it.
Okay, let's go because I want to go to the next
But you're trying to show us you're trying
We
to.
didn't see coming.
I want to go to the next category.
But they are owing me, so I want to know if I'm off.
Let's go.
Or we lie.
Let's go,
Or
let's
I
go.
can tell the truth.
It's
Let's
fine.
continue. Let's continue.
So yes, so he used a lot of the props in a way that was subtle and key coded. I mean, I even brought pictures, and when we were doing the review of the conversation, we broke down the whole performance from the color to the confetti to the fireworks coordination to the coming out from the under of this thing was the most visible. That even when you don't have eyes, cry, you see that he's come out. But that doesn't mean that they were not. I counter what you're saying. They were exceptional. They might not have been loud. It might not have been water falling on somebody. It might not have been short people representing the demons and some other people representing angels.
So
in cages.
you are saying
not
that
always theatrical.
what wows you is not as much as what wows Olele. That's all we are saying.
No,
Yeah,
all I'm saying is that
Olele's
all
wawa
I'm saying
is
that
higher.
all I'm saying is
That's why I wanted to ask what Olele's definition of exceptional.
all I'm saying is that sometimes
Yeah.
you might see somebody who's doing too much with their Corolla. And then another time you see a Rolls Royce that's clean. You define exceptional. You can go on.
Well, sometimes
It's
I mean
close.
the what the person would do with the
Yeah,
Corolla would be amazing.
Yellow Corolla,
And,
blue
yeah.
rims, red interior.
Yeah, what somebody would do with the Corolla would be amazing.
Olele.
And somebody has the Rolls Royce and is just misusing it. You understand? Even
There's
not-
that as well,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are people like that who don't know how to use cars because, like, I see you driving. Maybe you are driving a Mercedes, some crazy Mercedes, and then you are on the N1.
Yeah,
and
but
driving
I know you, bro.
At 20 kilometers
Fully,
per hour.
fully.
When the road does not give you any road sign that you
Fully.
can, and then,
Sweetheart,
then
sweetheart.
I'm
Why are you
using that.
talking about?
But I'm going to the
Sweetheart.
next one. Yeah.
Sweetheart,
No, I'm making
I know
references
you,
to you.
and I know you, and no amount of speaking will let you pelemsify your car.
So the wawa, I'm saying the Wawa
and the Wawi.
Let's go. Let's go to reggae. Another quite interesting category that looks like you might easily identify, but it would be very competitive. The reggae dancehall song of the year. I want to be very sure if it was act or song I was looking at. The reggae dancehall song. Yes, just 1 second. I want to be very sure. You know, these devices are not that smart as we think they are.
User error.
Reggae dancehall song, yes, and the nominees for the category will be on the screen now shortly. Okay, so there it is. It is Body Medicine, that's DJ Pebi, Sina Soul, and La Russo. There's Kofi Kinata's Ify Kuma Love. There's Eyeball Remix, Raskuka and Samini. Non-Stop by Stone Boy. Peace of Mind by Bomba Man is another crazy reggae song. I love that tune. I love it. Praise by Kweku Flick and Rocky Dawuni. Sambra by Samini. Stubborn Soldier by Episode. They Will Know by Shatta Wale. And then Truth by DSL. What do you make of Truth? I want just reaction. Truth, DSL and Bomba Man getting into this category.
I want to ask a question.
And then Body Medicine.
I want to ask a question, right? When we talk about categories like this, right, like the reggae dancehall, is there a possibility to have a song that embodies the two? Song that is
very
reggae
good question
and dancehall.
Very good question. It was a similar conversation we're having with the hip hop song of the year, and how we're making that comparison in studio as well on whether it should be together or it should be separated.
I think it's unfair.
The elements
if you're rewarding somebody in a category, what are you rewarding them for? Are you rewarding them for just dancehall?
Can we check the category definition though?
So it says the most outstanding song of the year on the basis of its reggae dancehall content and outstanding production.
What makes the two similar and what makes it different?
And I think that's where I have a little problem with the category. I think it's about time 3Music Awards also would have to look at separating these these categories, because you look at the list, you look at the people in there, and you are wondering, okay, are they going to be favored because of the artists, because of the category they
artist dominance as a brand?
Dominance,
yes.
Or they're going to be favored because they actually did the record assets well with the category definition, right? Because, for example, I listened to the Bomba Man song, and I'm like, this is proper
pure reggae. Yeah.
You get me?
Pure reggae.
It's a
proper reggae
song.
music, but then he's in there with other known, or should I say, popular commercial
names.
You get me?
Yeah.
So in such a case, you may rob him of
what he really
recognition.
Deserves. Yes.
Star 447 star 3 hash. Everybody and anybody can vote.
But you know
Just
there's
No,
there's popularity. It's
I think that what comes
Cheddar
to play
as a new entrant, and then
me.
Yes,
you can't compare. Even if it's Cheddar and me, you get a vote.
No. So I shouldn't remind people how to vote or what?
No, we are stripping it
and for somebody coming from brands and marketing,
No.
Brands have effect.
Yes.
You can't compare. I mean, there's Pepsodent and then there's G.
You see?
Yes.
You see?
We used to bash our
Hello. From a brand standpoint, right?
Yes.
Brands take time to become powerhouses, and nobody here has time in their pocket.
So we have time in our pocket.
Unsolvable.
No, we have
conundrum.
time.
I think Cyril, what it
is just being defensive.
I'm not being defensive. Let me give. You see, if we take it out of context, right, it looks like a now problem and something we should solve.
It's not a now problem.
Yes, but if we look at it holistically, we'll realize that the people that we are subbing as big brands today in that category, they were also that underground guy, but they went through those trenches and won awards from the entrance.
No, but
award.
it's not about. He's talking about the genres and the differences.
And I'm saying
in the genres.
Sweetheart.
And he's saying that for anybody to win, it might be based on popularity. But is it a fair this thing too?
You're not getting me.
I'm getting you.
We are already two things. We are already doing a lot with the 3Music Awards in terms of being progressive and changing. But you can't change the 4 tires on your car at once when you're on the road.
You can't. You can, if you have money, you can change
See,
it.
no, we know we're not talking about the Foley saliva.
You just
He's talking about his electric. He's talking about his electric. He's talking about his electric saliva card. That's not what I'm talking about.
No, but I just changed my photo.
When you are going home,
made an analysis.
Yes,
I'm saying that.
I'm saying that. And what did I say? I said while you are on the what road,
but can
you would have to ground
your 4 tires when you stop. When you are using a one tire when you're emotion.
No, that's what I'm saying. That you have to ground the car. Get people to raise it. Take your time. It's a long process. That's all I'm trying to say. To change all 4. We've got alternative, right? We've got woman of the year. We are solving problems methodologically and
oh, Jay, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have.
Olele. Sanshuman.
No, Cyril.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me laugh. You don't worry. We owe you one laughing from the morning. So add my own. We'll organize. What did Lenny say?
Broadcasting.
Today is not the day.
Broadcasting.
Today the broadcasting. I didn't cast. No, but what I'm saying is that I acknowledge it. I was the one who even raised the same argument for hip hop and what you call it and hip life, right? I understand, but I'm saying that these people that you are referring to now as big brands and they might be distractions and blah blah, I agree, but I'm also just saying that we shouldn't forget the fact that they also went through the same system and became the big brands you're referring to now. When Sarkodie came on the come up, it was still hip hop stroke hip life. And he came on that and he's dominated, gone through battles, wine. And he's still on top. Today, if Sarkodie is in hip hop category, and he has to go up against a youngin who has a good song, we cannot discredit Sarkodie now because his brand is big, so he might be an unfair advantage. Sarkodie came in on that entry point as well and hustled to become the big brand. So all I'm saying is that, yes, you've noticed the flaw, but that flaw is not a limitation to the fact that you can't be who you are or you can't win if it is due you. Because how you guys were sounding, it sounded like because the big name is in the group, everybody else is damned.
No.
Your man said it's a sort of disadvantage. Those are the words he used.
Also because of fan bases.
That's what I'm saying, because it's not a disadvantage.
No, the person who is big has
part
a lot more
music,
fans.
Then the person should have been in alternative. I'm saying that I'm saying it because you are talking about fan base, and I'm saying that if you are a mainstream musician, right, being nominated alone is a big deal, right? And you being able to harness your fan base, promote, do all these things is part of the music business. Do you get what I'm saying? We're talking about some artist who is not too all in your face with promo, but every time he drops a song, he goes everywhere.
Kweku Smoke.
Shatta Wale.
Yes, apart from Shatta.
Okay.
He said Yongo.
I didn't hear that. No, she's making reference to new artists.
You need to be serious.
Like new artists. Don't know what you were.
Yes, please. Was a new
artist. But he specifically
I said a new youngin. I said a new youngin.
Exactly. Like then you.
Hey, Foley's alive. In the V6 of V12.
My saliva.
Do you get what I'm saying? We made a thing for Kweku Smoke that he's found his strategy.
Yeah.
If Kweku Smoke is in a category, he's as big as everybody else, right? But he's a youngin.
Granted, but
so if you are in a category with Olele and J Foley, blah blah for OAP of the year, and this guy has 3,000 years under his belt, you cannot say we should take apart the category because Foley's brand is big. Work on your brand. You have made it to the category. A category is a place of recognition. People in here are it's like it's like going to the World Cup and saying I'm a young player, but so you made it to the World Cup. Who did you think was in the World Cup? You are coming to play with the best on the planet.
Make your mark.
So make your mark and go. Don't come and say that me do Ronaldo anything.
No, so you made the cuts and that's good enough.
So if the person will not go further, let's clap for them now and let's go and show.
No, the person will go further. But the putting of all of them in that, fine. It makes the youngin good. Right, it makes the youngin appreciate that they are in that category with whoever has been making music for years and years on end, right? But also the fact still remains that the possibility of someone who has been making music for years having a larger fan base compared to someone who is now making a new entry and has a good song. That person can be able. That's what we are saying. Cyril, that person can be able to rally a lot more votes.
I bet Cyril's reaction. I bet Cyril's
someone who can't.
I bet
no, but Cyril's
like,
he knows the first mover advantage. Right?
Yeah.
You are. Listen.
So
this is not
like the brand affinity.
That is what I'm saying is that this is
Cyril.
not brands in the sense of open market and they are competing. Of course, when you go to the shelf and you want to buy ketchup, Heinz will dominate your mind because you have that top of mind. You have the affinity. You know the consistency of it. But the new brand on the shelf, Mposo to Ntos, they are not going to be complaining. You don't expect the people sitting and tomato to be complaining that we are on the shelf with Heinz, something should be done. Our brand is for you. Decided to come and be on the shelf.
What if that Mposo's Ntos?
Let me give you an example. 3Music TV. 3Music TV. Let me give you an example.
When you get there and you're looking at something else, you're looking at price, you're looking at
guys, please hold on. Hold on. Guys, I've turned off all your microphones. Please, let's have one conversation. Let's Cyril finish. I'll bring you back. Let's have one conversation. I beg you.
Let me use us as we were new entrants in the morning show.
You have 50
space.
seconds.
Mama Kasa 10 seconds. Want to make 10 seconds. We were new entrants into the morning show space. We didn't sit around on our hands nagging that there are bigger brands and there are bigger names, so our idea. We just got to work and we did it. And time will test us. And 10 years from now, when we are in a category at the RTP Awards or any other international awards, and there's 3Music, right? Our brand that we have sweated for and woken up every dawn to come here and shut it down consecutively for over how many episodes? No, that brand is part of why we are in the category. And whoever is that new kid is also doing something great that has allowed them in the category. But your disadvantage should not be the reason why the category should bend. If you make it to the Olympics, when Olympics are because we don't go.
Okay, let me hold you.
Do you understand? No,
sorry,
when you go to the Olympics, right? The people there are the best in the world.
I don't want anybody to talk.
All right, yes.
Then crab. He
doesn't
want anybody to talk.
No,
what are you doing?
I totally get that.
Yeah.
That when you're in a space and you're a young person and you're given the opportunity, at least you've been spotted, right? That's where it should motivate you to work harder, right? The category, like Cyril is saying, shouldn't be taken apart because there's someone there who does it way better than you. Did anybody say that though? Is who
you suggested it. You said it, they were at a disadvantage, and I said, how are they at a disadvantage?
Yes.
You've made it to the same category as the biggest.
Hold on. No, nobody said that.
No, we said we have to look at.
Because he
said we have to look at it that in the near future we should take it apart.
No, Olele said that we are talking about reggae and dance hall.
Yes.
Not when we're not discussing. I think the question I asked Olele was, there's difference between reggae and dancehall and the similarity between reggae and dancehall.
And I also said,
yes, we did not say
is
that
it possible to
apart
have a song that has reggae and
dancehall elements
in
one? Yes,
because if you look at the,
that was what
so it's not about the category being taken apart to favor the new entrants.
Exactly.
So that's not a reason why. Because do you know why I was saying that? I'm sure Cyril was also saying that because you mentioned that there was a new entrant into this particular.
Bomberman.
No, but there was a trail of conversations that went in there because of that. That's why we are deviating from what the question was.
Debbie, can you please put the nominees on the screen? I want to show AC something.
Yeah,
because there's a healthy mix of reggae and dancehall.
Yeah,
so at which point will it be reggae and song of the year? At which point will it be dancehall song of the year? So he's not saying we should break down the categories.
Into then it means that an artist who would have had some longevity and brand influence and superiority might take it because of things like top of mind popularity. That's where it went to. And then we deviated, and when Cyril was trying to break it down to say that no, that should not be an unfair advantage in any way, but we're discussing the similarity of the songs and the differences of the song. And would there at any point in time would an artist have both? Stonebwoy has done reggae He's done dancehall.
He's done Afro dancehall.
He's done Afro dancehall. He's done both. Yes,
Even
but we are saying that the board should in the future look at why we are putting these two songs.
We'll look at it.
I think you and ACD didn't really understand.
I was speaking from what Olele said.
It's Olele I was responding to. That's why I said
probably
Production has given us.
it.
Let me say good morning to Director Hafiz as well, who's also listening. Shared a point earlier and I missed out, and then he says great show as well. Thank you too, my brother. Let's move on real quickly. We have just 10 more minutes being given by us by our producer, so let's just exhaust it. This is also very technical, but before that, let me say special happy birthday wishes to Lady Julia Osei Tutu Abena Japa Edubia Bwachiya Dom. Beautiful lengthy name. He says today you're 6 years old. Yes,
she's
she's
older
6
woman.
years old. Kindergarten school Ashali
Cute.
Buche
Her name
is
is
from your
Ite.
parents.
She's very beautiful.
Yes, our
Happy
very own
birthday.
Inshira. Happy birthday going out to you. Also, this is the name is Egan Kalala Nyamiche. 21st August, your birthday. Dedicating this as well
It's my personal person.
Okay.
So.
Okay, great. So let me move on to video of the year. Give me a few seconds, or let's put the nominees on the screen for video of the year real quick. So the nominees, we have Scott Evans with 100%, Broken Heart by DJ Viroski with Kwame Eugene, and then Kwame Eugene himself with Rotimi on that cryptocurrency song. Stonebwoy again in here. So all the three categories, Stonebwoy has topped in there. Has dominated in terms of presence. And then there is Kweku Playman by Kweku Smoke, a very abstract video, and Manoji again by Stonebwoy. There's not God by Familia, classic video. O Paradise, you weep with that video, very emotional. Oil in My Head. So Blacko and Stonebwoy, two songs in one category, and then Amare with Wasted Eyes, another very lovely video. This is purely voted by the board and a special group of Academy members who have technical knowledge to music videos, because this has to be looked at with a technical eye, not just by appeal from we the voters looking at it. But let's just assume that we are voters giving our opinions to this category. I know we've seen all the videos in there, but what we okay, let me start with Lenny first. Cyril will give us 7 minutes. I'll hold on with him.
I'll choose Not God.
Not God.
Yeah, because it's clean. It's a video that you can watch regardless of how many years to come, and then you still appreciate how clean, the video is. It's not a lot. Do you get? Not
like,
too much.
Which one would you say is a lot for you?
Please, I will not.
No. I don't mean a lot in bad, because it's all artistic. Yes. So maybe which of them would you say? Because for you to say it's clean, it means
I've chosen what I want.
No. I'm not trying to create controversy. I'm just trying to get an understanding of what you mean by it's clean. For us to know black, we must know white. So to you, clean is in reference to what is it? The serene setting.
Yes, how serene it is. That's what I mean.
So which one would not be serene, but still, if I'm to go by what you're saying, for example, Kweku Smoke's Playman is also very serene. Lovely, because I think it was just a car in the desert, right?
Yeah. I'm choosing...
Right?
I'm choosing...
The Rolls Royce, yeah. I have to be specific. A Rolls Royce in the desert. So that's also very serene.
But maybe people who love cars will appreciate that one.
Yeah. A busy screen might be cryptocurrency, but it is
a lot going on there.
artistic.
Very artistic.
So that's what I was just trying to understand. So you.
So yes, let's just compare that.
Oh, so you know your head.
No, wait. not like compare, but let's opt for cryptocurrency
As busy.
But they're in a category, so we have to compare.
No, cryptocurrency is more themed. When you watch it, you think Wakanda. They are doing a lot. They are from costume, everything, right? Extra, which is nice, contributed to the video. But I'm saying that I'm choosing Not God. Off of this.
Okay.
Yeah.
For shall I call it theatrical or for drama storyline? That's the word I'm probably looking for. For me, I'd look
Let me
at.
help you with the definition.
Yes. Sorry.
The
Before I choose my definition.
The most outstanding music video on the basis of its superior concept, cinematography, editing, and overall presentation of the video. Superior concept, cinematography. That's if our viewers would understand. Viewers bar the people in film and photography, if they understand what cinematography is, I think they should try and read more on that so that it would aid and assist them in voting properly. Right. Editing.
So when we say cinematography,
what does it mean?
Yes, let's get the so that
tell us.
Are you not the one who's a photographer?
Please.
And a videographer.
Right now, I am on a seat.
Yeah, on the seat. I'm on the seat.
The art of the arts and technology of motion picture photography.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
How you want use
technology
to give your videos an oomph.
How seamlessly.
Sometimes
with the video.
Yeah. Sometimes you could even
jagged shots
it could
together.
even be centered around lighting. You know, the feel it gives. You know, are you going with the Rembrandt lighting? Are you going with
like Manoji has a very cinematographic.
Yeah, Manoji is a
very
great
cinematic.
Video. Yeah, very cinematic.
Oh yes.
It's not a fact. Osiro said it, so.
Oh, it is. We've agreed.
When I said it's like somebody died, everybody went quiet.
I mean, the advocacy for Stone Boy by Cyril is fine. I mean, it is an artist. I mean, a talent's love for the artist.
No, you brought cinematic, and I'm giving an example of one of them.
I mean, in clearly in the past two categories you've mentioned, you've argued out the standpoint of the representation of
which is well understood.
Which is very well understoed. It's fine.
Yes.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
Fact is fact.
Fact is fact. Yeah. Yes. Manoji is a great video. No two ways about it. And then I was talking about Oil in My Head. I love the storyline. Sorry, I love the abstract artistic approach to it.
Because I was going to say that.
Yes,
I don't.
That's
I see it very.
I'm now hearing the song and I'm
you are now hearing Opa. Oh, yeah, last week. Yeah, it's true.
Opa this is in a mood, mommy. I couldn't watch it.
Yeah,
I still haven't been able to.
It's too heavy, yeah.
Compelling storytelling.
Yeah, and that's what it's supposed to do.
Touches your soul.
Yeah, he did very.
Cryptocurrency doesn't touch. Cryptocurrency doesn't touch your soul.
I think with that is the song and the video. Like it
no, but you see
really well.
A good.
I'm not talking about cryptocurrency.
Yeah, a good cinematographer.
We've got 1 more minute.
When you watch the video on mute, you should still get the story. And Oparadi say, watch it on mute. Or show it to somebody who's never seen the video on mute. They will tell you exactly what happened. Yeah. But if you watch cryptocurrency on mute, the interpretations from each viewer will be different. So that one you can. I'm just giving a tip.
No, that hasn't got a storyline.
Yes, exactly. I'm giving a tip to filter out certain things. So if the more cinematic it is, there will be consistency. Where it will either be, like he said, the grade will be consistent from beginning to end, because in cinema you try as much as possible to maintain a visual, tone.
I mean,
but for
cryptocurrency is a song. It's not a song that tells story. So itself, it's not a storytelling. So it's fine for what it did.
But the girl wanted his cryptocurrency.
One of the things I also want to applaud was it Yal Skyface or X-Bills who shot the Manoji? Yal Skyface, right?
Yeah,
Skyface. Yeah. Applaud for Manoji video is that the working with a great like Angelique Kidjo means that you have to find a befitting video for her brand. At the same time they also have an Afro dancehall artist like Stone Boy to also appeal to. So now finding and I remember when Stone Boy came here, he spoke about how they found a place and they were like, you know what, let's just make it happen. I think they said they shot the video first when they didn't like it or something. I think he shared a story when he was here.
No, he said they've been trying to do it, but their schedules didn't match. They didn't match. They did in France, blah blah blah.
And then they got that setting, and then it was just a perfect very impressive. Very impressive. So shouts going out to them. It's going to be a very competitive category. Looking forward to see the winner.
So ask me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Our time is up. Our producers
we have
30 seconds.
When we get
30
to
seconds
for Oil in My Head and Wasted Eyes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I feel like Amare is always coming through with something artistic, something out of the box, and you're always expecting something when it comes to Amare. I'm still waiting for other videos, but for this one, Amare and Black Sherry for me.
I think they'll win. Thank you very much. Our time is up.
Jay.
Okay, half will win.
Culture Daily was brought to you by Telecel.